There's room at the cross for you. Though millions have come, there's still room for one. Yes, there's room at the cross for you. Okay, so I know that you didn't come here for a concert. However, that is just my way and our way of just being who we are. I am Alisha Richard, and welcome you to my YouTube channel. And in today, we will be talking all about how there is room for you. Now, I know as a creative entrepreneur, you are bombarded with so many different feelings because you are so talented. You could play an instrument, you could sing, you can create content, you are a photographer. I mean, there are a plethora of things that you could do. If anybody could do it all, it is you. And I am here to tell you that there is room for you. There is some place in the Bible, and I am not a Bible scholar, but there's somewhere in that book where he gave a person 5 talents, and what happened with that talent is that individual was able to multiply those talents and get new talents. But there was also someone else in the Bible that did not use their talents and buried their gifts and buried their abilities and did not show the world who they were, and as a result, they did not get additional talents. My message for you today is that there is room. Do not bury your skill. Do not bury your talent. Do not bury who you are. Don't be afraid of who you are. And if the table and the door hasn't been open for you, then open your own door. Open your own door. Create your own door. Create your own opportunity, because there is room for multi-passionate or creative entrepreneurs who can do more than just one thing. I'll give you an example why. Because the way that the algorithms is working, where they are allowing people to have short form video, they are honoring original content. There are so many different ways that creative entrepreneurs can really just put their stamp on today's time and kind of just break the algorithm. And I really want to encourage you today, regardless of where you are on your journey, that I understand where you at, because I was there before. And a lot of times you feel afraid, you may feel shy, you may feel like you want to diminish yourself because others do not understand you. Sometimes you feel like you want to put your gifts and your talents, just hide them and not tell people that you are a singer, because you are so afraid to be judged by other people because they aren't able to do the things that you are able to do. Let's be honest. You are extremely talented, and I want you to know how awesome you are. I need you to know how special you are. I need you to know that you have a divine gift and a divine dream that the world is supposed to hear. And even your community, there are assigned people to you. There are assigned people to your business. There are assigned people to your personal brand. There are assigned people to your goal. So the way that you can accelerate and go beyond the norm, right? Because so many different people have a personal brand, but there's no personality in the brand. And not to say that I am trying to throw shade at anyone else. That's definitely not what I'm trying to do, or disrespect anyone else's business. However, the way that time is transitioning is where people want to have a little more flavor in their content. People want to have a little more flavor when it comes to selecting a personal brand. So if you are a vegan, be proud that you are a vegan business owner. There's nothing wrong with that, because someone may want to choose a vegan business owner over a person that eats meat. The way that time is progressing and the way that people are progressing, people are going to know what they want. And if you do not show up and show people who you are, then how are people going to know that you actually exist? So if you are multi-talented, don't be afraid to give a concert within your content. Don't be afraid to record music for your audience. Don't be afraid to do things that are totally out the norm, because you will begin to attract different people like you. Another thing that you should do is begin to just spend time with God. And a lot of times or the God or the universe or whatever you may call it, that may be time in prayer. That may be your time where you are journaling. That may be a time where you are just riding in the car and you have the windows down and you are just having a spiritual experience looking at the trees. Spend time with God. Begin to just connect with yourself. You also may need to go on a fast and detach from social media. You may have to do certain things like not see what others are doing in order for you to blossom and become the person that you are meant to become. Because a lot of times, if you are busy consuming other people's content, not this one, but if you are consuming other people's content, then that means that you are bringing on other people's beliefs, other people's values, and other people's style as far as creating content. However, if you spend time just alone with God or time alone just journaling, then you are going to be able to get spiritual downloads. When you get those spiritual downloads, then you are going to be able to create content, not just any kind of content, but the content that is ideal for your ideal audience. That brings me to being led by God when you are creating your content, because if there is ever a time for you to sing within your content, if there is ever a time for you to sing, do a concert, or maybe just take pictures and show your different talents to the world, you will be led to do those things within your content. So I am here to tell you today to be your beacon of light, to let you know to do not be afraid of who you are. Don't be afraid to show your gifts and your talents and abilities to the world, because the world needs you. And as a matter of fact, people want to see that. People don't want to see everybody looking the same. Everybody looks the same. Everybody says the same. Everybody creates the same content. But how are you going to be different? And you are going to be different by showing your different skills and the talents and the abilities that you could do. You don't have to monetize every single thing that you do. However, you could incorporate some of those talents and skills in your content. So if you want to create a jingle, I would say create a jingle. If you want to show people that you are a photographer, then show people your art, show people your work, and don't be afraid to stand in confidence in who you are so that you could attract your tribe. I am Alisha Richard, and again, if the door isn't open, then you create your own door. I love you so much, and follow and subscribe for more if you want to know how to build your personal brand right here on social media.